You do a lot for your dog and don't expect anything in return. Well, maybe except for continuing to be your cuddly little fur baby. But do you ever wonder if your pup truly understands all the things you do for them? In this video, we'll cover 10 ways your dog shows you that in their eyes, you're the best dog owner in the world. Before we dive in, why not subscribe and join our canine loving community for instant updates whenever we post new content? You might have heard that a smiling dog is not a happy dog, but rather one who is showing their teeth to try and fend off a threat. Well, you can rest assured that although dogs do bare their teeth when they're distressed, an open-mouthed grin with their tongue lolling out is actually the canine way of communicating contentment. And if the idea of your pup smiling to say they love you wasn't cute enough, scientists believe that our dogs may communicate this way specifically because they know that we like it. Your canine companion is an expert in studying human behavior, and they can tell when a person is happy or sad. When they smile, they notice that we smile back and seem happier, so they start doing it more often. The fact that they've learned how to do this is an even bigger sign of how grateful they are for all we do for them. So grateful that they learned a whole new facial expression just to make sure that we know that they appreciate us. Does your dog think that your skin tastes like dog treats? Or are they trying to tell you that they think you're really in need of a bath? When your dog licks you, especially if they try to lick your face, it can be a confusing gesture. But these kisses aren't just a sign of affection, they're also a sign of respect. Less dominant dogs will do this to other dogs who are higher on the hierarchy. If your dog tries to lick your face, then that's their way of telling you, "Thanks, boss, for everything that you do for them. You're welcome, Fluffy." If your dog really loves you and wants to express that love in the most dog-like way possible, what could be better than trailing you around the house like a furry shadow? Whether you're cooking in the kitchen, relaxing on the couch, or even just moving from room to room, your loyal companion is right there by your side, showing you that you're never alone. But there's more to this than just following you around. Your dog is constantly on the lookout for those golden moments when they can curl up in your lap, nudge your hand for a quick pet, or simply lay their head on your feet. This constant companionship is your dog's way of reminding you that you're their favorite person every minute of the day. Your dog may also try to pay you back in a more literal sense. Dogs have a very clear sense of ownership, and they will often become upset if somebody touches their things, or worse, tries to take them away. Because of this, one of the purest ways that a dog can show you how wonderful you are is by attempting to give you some of their things as a present. Unfortunately, these are unlikely to be things that you actually want. Think less nice books or bottles of wine, and more half-chewed dog biscuits and their own toys. But like with all gifts, it's the thought that counts. And in this case, the thought is that your dog loves you in one of the only ways that they can. Watch out! Your dog seems to have decided that they're fed up with walking on 4 legs and would rather be a 2-legged animal, possibly, given the height that they're jumping, a kangaroo. What's up? Besides from your dog, that is. Well, jumping up at you is another way that your dog tries to show they think you're the best thing that could happen to them. As we mentioned earlier, dogs like licking your face, and jumping up in the air is the best way to achieve that when you're standing upright. Jumping also allows your dog to look you in the face, which is another important part of saying "I love you" while working around your significant height difference. One of the simplest ways that your dog is smitten with you is also one of the sweetest. If you notice your pup gazing at you from across the room with their big soppy eyes focused on your face, that's love and affection right there. Dogs stare at the people they love for the same reason that humans do. Staring at somebody we love causes our bodies to release oxytocin, the chemical that makes us feel love and happiness. Obviously, your pooch has no idea about the scientific explanation for this, unless you happen to somehow end up with a puppy professor. They do know, however, how to recognize when you're happy, and if gazing into each other's eyes makes you feel happy, then your dog is more than happy to oblige. Whoops, is that definitely your dog you're petting there? I mean, they look like your dog, and they feel like your dog, and they're in your home. But surely this must be a cat? What else could explain that loud, contented purring? Well, not many people know this, but dogs can actually purr as well, or make a similar noise anyway. When a dog is feeling extra content and happy, such as when they're cuddled up with their human, they'll release a low, vibrating rumble sound that sounds exactly like a cat purring. This is one of the purest expressions of doggy delight. If you hear your dog make this sound, know that they're channeling love with all their heart. Boop boop! You might notice your pup giving you a quick poke with their nose every now and then. Why? It's not just a way to get your attention, it's a way of showing you how much they love and appreciate you. Nudging you with their nose allows your dog to get a good long whiff of your scent and to get their scent onto your skin or clothes. This is their way of showing you that they consider you to be a member of their family and they want you to know how much you mean to them. Does your sleep-loving dog go into full-on superhero mode when a stranger shows up or the doorbell rings? Dogs naturally want to protect the ones they love, and when they start barking up a storm, it's because they believe you're worth guarding with everything they've got. But it's not just you they're looking out for. Your dog's protectiveness often extends to your possessions and loved ones too. Whether it's standing guard over your favorite chair or watching over a family member, your dog is ready to spring into action to keep everything you care about safe. It's their way of telling you that, in their eyes, you're the best. Who wants a tummy rub? Your dog, that's who. But rolling onto their back and showing off that fluffy tummy isn't just about asking for pets. A dog's belly is a very vulnerable part of their body. It's where they keep their vital organs, and it's a place that another dog would likely try to target in a fight. Rolling onto their back and exposing their belly, therefore, is a supreme sign of love and respect. Your dog is saying, "I love you enough to know that you would never hurt me, and I respect you enough to give you the opportunity to hurt me if you want to." It's also commonly used as a sign of submission, something that dogs who are lower in the pack hierarchy do to dogs who are more dominant. When your dog does it in front of you, therefore, they're letting you know that they're happy to let you be top dog, because you're just the best at caring for them. "I love you to the moon" isn't the only thing that your dog might be trying to say with their body language. Just because your dog doesn't act upset doesn't mean they're A-okay. A study in 2021 showed that 70% of dogs show signs of suffering from anxiety. In severe cases, this can start affecting your dog's physical health as well as their mental health, potentially resulting in illness or even death. So what's a dog owner to do? Check out this video to learn how to tell when your dog is trying to say, "I'm lonely."